Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Asterisk 90-Day Fiance. Debbie cries hard in latest episode. Colt slammed for calling his mom fake at latest episode of 90-Day Fiance. Happily ever after? Was nothing short of an emotional rollercoaster. And this time, the spotlight wasn't on a new couple or an explosive fight between lovers. It was on a mother and son. Fans who tuned in were left stunned as Debbie Johnson, one of the most recognizable figures in the franchise, broke down in tears during a heated confrontation with her son, Colt Johnson. For longtime viewers, the dynamic between Colt and Debbie has always been complicated, often walking the line between comical and concerning. The pair, who shared a home in Las Vegas for years, have been known for their close but sometimes suffocating relationship. Yet in the latest episode, things took a devastating turn when Colt dropped a bombshell, accusing his mother of being fake. The word cut deep, and Debbie's tears proved just how much it stung. A history of strain. Debbie has been part of Colt's storyline since the very beginning of his journey on 90-Day Fiance. From his relationship with Larissa Lima to his marriage struggles, his whirlwind romance with Jess Caroline, and finally his current life with Vanessa Guerra, Debbie was always there, sometimes offering support, other times inserting herself in ways fans found intrusive. While Colt's partners often accused Debbie of being overbearing, fans also saw her as a woman fiercely protective of her only son. After the tragic loss of her husband, many sympathized with her struggles even if her interventions created chaos. But now, it seems the tables have turned. Instead of Colt defending his mother against his partners, Debbie found herself at the receiving end of Colt's frustration. And this time, it played out for the world to see. The heartbreaking exchange at scene began innocently enough, with Debbie trying to express her feelings about their strained relationship. She admitted she felt pushed aside and unappreciated, especially after Colt and Vanessa started prioritizing their marriage. But Colt's response shocked both Debbie and viewers. "You're fake, Mom," he said bluntly, his tone sharp. "You act one way for the cameras and another when they're off. I don't even know who the real you is anymore." The moment hung heavy in the air. Debbie's face crumpled and tears spilled down her cheeks. Fans could see she was visibly crushed, not just by the accusation, but by the fact that it came from her son, the person she had devoted so much of her life to. "I'm not fake," she sobbed. "I've always been me, and everything I've done has been for you. How could you say that to me?" The rawness of the exchange was undeniable. Debbie's heartbreak filled the room, and even viewers watching from home felt the sting. Fan reactions. Team Debbie versus Team Colt. Almost immediately, social media lit up with reactions. The 90-Day Fiance fandom is known for being vocal, and this time was no different. On Twitter, many sided with Debbie, expressing outrage that Colt would use such a harsh word against his mother. Colt calling Debbie fake. This woman raised him, stuck by him through every train wreck relationship, and now he's disrespecting her on TV. Disgusting. Say what you want about Debbie being overbearing, but she has never been fake. Colt owes her an apology. Others, however, argue that Colt's words may have had some truth behind them. They pointed out that Debbie had, at times, appeared to play to the cameras or exaggerated her behavior for drama. Not defending Colt, but let's be real, Debbie loves the spotlight too. She's not innocent. Both of them are toxic. This isn't about fake or real, it's about years of resentment boiling over. Regardless of which side fans landed on, the majority agreed the scene was one of the most emotional moments the franchise has delivered in a long time. Debbie's vulnerability strikes a chord. What made Debbie's tears so impactful was the vulnerability behind them. Viewers have seen her as tough, witty, and sometimes meddling, but rarely have they seen her broken in this way. It was a reminder that behind the fiery one-liners and protective instincts, Debbie is still a grieving widow and a mother who deeply loves her son, even if their bond has grown strained. Her tearful confession, "Everything I've done has been for you," was a gut punch that resonated with parents everywhere. It highlighted the sacrifices mothers make for their children and how devastating it can be when those sacrifices go unrecognized. Colt's single quotes "S reputation takes another" hit. This moment also reignited a long-standing debate about Colt's behavior. Over the years, he has been criticized for being manipulative, self-centered, and emotionally detached in his relationships. This latest interaction with his mother only fueled the perception that he lacks empathy. Fans flooded Reddit threads, calling Colt heartless and cruel for making Debbie cry on national television. Some even questioned whether he was intentionally creating drama for the cameras. "Colt thrives on shock value," one commenter wrote. "He knew calling Debbie fake would break her, and he did it anyway. That's not honesty, that's cruelty." Others speculated that Colt's resentment stemmed from years of his mother's over-involvement in his personal life. By calling her fake, they suggested he may have been projecting his own frustrations about their tangled relationship. What this means for their relationship question now is whether Colt and Debbie can recover from this. Families fight, but words like fake cut deep, especially when spoken by a child to a parent who has sacrificed so much. In confessionals after the scene, Debbie admitted she wasn't sure if their relationship would ever be the same. "I love my son, but I don't know if he loves me back anymore," she said, tears still glistening in her eyes. Meanwhile, Cole seemed unfazed, doubling down on his statement. "I just want her to be real," he said. "I can't deal with the act anymore." The contrast between their perspectives made the situation even more heartbreaking. Debbie was desperate for reconciliation, while Cole seemed to be pushing further away. A turning point in the franchise? Some fans believe this episode could mark a turning point for the Johnson family's role in 90 Day Fiance. Debbie has been a fan favorite and even starred in spin-offs like The Single Life, where viewers got to see her pursue her own happiness outside of Colt's shadow. This moment may push Debbie to step back from her son's drama and focus more on herself, a change many fans would welcome. After all, viewers have long rooted for Debbie to find peace and independence. On the other hand, Colt's reputation continues to spiral. Once seen as quirky and awkward, he is now widely regarded as one of the franchise's most controversial figures. This episode only cemented that image. Final thoughts: latest 90 Day Fiancé episode was more than just reality TV. It was a raw, painful look at a mother-son relationship unraveling before millions of viewers. Debbie's tears reminded everyone that even the strongest personalities can break, and Colt's words show just how sharp family conflict can become when resentment builds unchecked. Whether you're Team Debbie or Team Colt, one thing is clear: this was one of the most emotional and memorable moments in the show's history. And if social media is any indication, fans won't be forgetting Debbie's heartbreak anytime soon. For now, the only question that remains is whether Colt and Debbie can rebuild their bond, or if this is the breaking point that finally pushes them apart forever.